Hello Africa, my name is Ssenkaayi, an African who believes that the world has a place for us too. In Africa, our nurturing limits us. In the early days of our forefathers, we were strong and great within our hearts. Boys grew up yearning to become men, a symbol of intelligence, maturity and strength. All of a sudden, our character formation got defeated by the triumphs of our colonizers. Then once strong men and women with great character became men and women with weak character. From then, it has been passed on to generations after generations. Each generation has eventually learned to accept their position as second-class citizens. Children in Africa today are born and taught by nature that their position in life is supposed to be second, not first. They grow up knowing that they cannot amount to anything in life and that the first position is reserved for other classes of people. This is why Africans apologize for our way of life. We apologize for greatness. We apologize for success. We willingly give up first positions in life thinking that we don't deserve to be great. Our character was indoctrinated with fear and false humbleness from the days of our forefathers. We have been made to think that black is supposed to be at the back, that we cannot be anything more than just followers. This state of affairs has led to wars within us, escalated preventable diseases, bad politics, failed leaderships, frustrating economics, and the collapse of our social fabric. Today, it is mostly in Africa that you find people stealing from one another, abusing power, discriminating each other, slaughtering people like animals, and we never look beyond our own interests. As we speak today, Boko Haram slaughtered almost over 2,000 men, children, women, even pregnant women. The greatest pillar of our social fabric is steadily weakening. The idea that I am because you are, and because you are, therefore I am, has lost value and have prevented many from making it to the world platform of great success. We don't believe in ourselves anymore, and we have gradually adopted the concept of dependence. We now believe that this is us, this is what we have been all along, and this is who we are created to be. I refuse this, but I ask myself, and I'm here to ask each and every person watching this video, how did Nelson Mandela become an icon at the world stage of greatness? How did his death, untimely death, manage to stop the entire world? How did all leaders in the world come together to remember his legacy? How did the son of an African black man become president of the United States? How did our forefathers manage to win the battles of independence from their colonizers? For people in Africa are good at giving reasons why we fail and others succeed. But I want to reverse this today, my brother and sister. I want Africans to stop giving reasons why we are not making it and start giving reasons why we must make it. My brothers and sisters, take a moment now and think. Think about this. Are you a second-class citizen? Are you condemned as society wants to put it? Is your thinking third world? Do you accept that all that is said about us can define our future and shape who we suddenly become, who we eventually become in the future? I refuse this way of life. I'm not second class. I am not weak. I don't apologize for being black. I'm black and I'm proud for that. I am powerful and great like anyone in this world. I understand I have to work hard and smart and think more if I'm to amount to anything in this world. I don't believe that someone else holds my future. Why? Because my future is trapped within me. My destiny cannot be stopped by my color or my continent. I deeply feel it in my bones that I have a solemn obligation to create the kind of life that I want. I understand that the duty to make Africa a better place isn't for anyone or in my leader, but in me and you watching this video. This is the power of the African dream. This is the African dream that I believe in. This is the African dream, and each and every person watching this video today, you have to know, and we all know, that children are dying every day in our midst. Preventable illnesses are claiming many. Avoidable wars in South Sudan, Libya, Northern Nigeria, Central African Republic are killing talents and retarding growth and development. Our infrastructure is crumbling. Education is becoming a luxury in Africa for many. Hopelessness is filling the veins of our young generation every day. Corruption steadily penetrating the veins of our political institutions and so blocking the auto of their usefulness. Drugs are replacing food for many young people, destroying such amazing gifts from God. Leaders are stealing from those they're supposed to lead. They are abusing power, and we are all looking as if everything is normal. This isn't normal. and it isn't normal to you. It's abnormal and ridiculous. This isn't the African dream. We are living something else. We have diverted from our virtues, from our values, from the things that define who we are. We have diverted from everything that defines us. This is not the African dream we are living. Why? Because the African dream says we can change all this, and the power to do it is within us and not without. We can stand up for the future of this continent and stand against anything that destroys us. We can make sure that all our young brothers and sisters can have education of the mind and the soul. We can put up a good fight to see that no woman ever dies just because of giving birth in Africa. We can fight the anger that is killing millions besides the fertile souls. We can stop the hate against those different from us and instead show them love. We can choose to walk in our gifts, not in our possessions or positions in life. We can choose humanity instead of nastiness and brutality. We can choose to live together as one, irrespective of our differences. I believe that's why we live on this continent. I don't care whether you're dark, light or white. I don't care whether you're Christian, Muslim, Hindu, traditional, pagan or atheist or scientist. All I know is we are all Africans. Yes, you come from the north, I come from the east. You come from the south, the other comes from the west. But we are all Africans. We can hope in the African dream, one that made us black to absorb even the greatest heat and the threats of our continent. I refuse to believe that this way of life can remain the way it is. We are strong, we are powerful, we are great people, and our place is supposed to be at the top, not in the valleys. Our place is at the top, not in the battlefields. Our place is at the top, not in the abuse of drugs and power. Our place is at the top, not in raping women and slaughtering children. Our place is at the top, not in the jungles fighting and killing each other, not in constant wars and mass killings. Our place is at the top, not in corruption, greed and selfishness, not in stupidity, hate, not in the useless anger, but in love, greatness, beauty. This is what defines Africans. This is the African dream I believe in, and that I'm going to promote from today onwards. That's why, if you can watch this video now, your life and that of your friends cannot remain the same. Each of us can be anything we want in this life. We have the power to reverse this creative turmoil into something good. I am therefore here to remind you that things are possible. I'm here to let you know about the African dream that believes in your power to create your own path, irrespective of your current unfavorable circumstances. This dream is alive in each and every breathing soul whose feet stands on the soils of Africa. My brother and sister, if you accept this and build your faith in it, I promise you, your life won't be the same tomorrow. We can change and reverse this generational way of thinking. We now have a choice to shape our future. We have the power to choose a better path for our children's children. If you feel the same way that I do, if you think the same way that I do, if you feel the same urgency that I do, if you're concerned about this like I do today, the African dream says, go to your leaders, caution them and tell them stop killing each other. Go to your churches, go to your mosques, go to your palaces, go everywhere and tell people to stop the hate, stop the anger. We are all Africans. Stop killing and stealing from each other. Stop abusing power. Stop apologizing for being black. Stop running away from Africa. For this is home. You and I have a duty to change Africa and make it a better place for our children's children. Come out of the jungles, lay down your weapons and your arms. Let us sit on the same table and discuss the future of our children's children and the future of our continent. I want you to remember this. Whatever we permit, we cannot avoid. I want you to do one thing. Go to your schools, go to your universities, go to communities, go to the ghettos of Africa. Gather your colleagues and listen to this video attentively. Let's connect by learning and changing our thinking and our continent. For this is the African dream through which Africa is to change. Whatever we allow today, we can never criticize any day. Whatever we avoid, we cannot change. You and I must remember that whatever we permit, we are responsible for. This is the time to stop letting things happen and begin to make things happen. My brother and sister, let's affirm our faith together. We are Africans. We are world citizens too. We deserve to live, and our life is worth like any other person's around the world. We simply desire to live in a free society where our future isn't shaped by the nightmares of the day, but by the hopes and talents that do reside in each of us. We believe in the African dream as our gateway to the world dream. This is the power of soul. Keep your eyes open, for Africa is going to change.